Hello, and welcome to the stream. My name is JD Grospitz, lead singer and streaming talent of Malignant Bear, and we're live tonight with Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine Anniversary Edition. I know the screen right now says this came out in 2011. That is when the original version of this game came out. But of course, right now we're playing the Anniversary Edition that came out last week, out of nowhere. This game was pretty good for its time. Definitely one of the better 40k games, although as I've mentioned before, that's not exactly setting a high bar. There's a lot of 40k games because Games Workshop gives the rights to pretty much anybody and anybody that wants it. And they've unfortunately made lots of crap over the years as a result. But this is one of the better 40k games. And yeah, I'm sure most people probably know this game as a result of a Total Biscuits review of it from, again, 10 years ago. But yeah, this game, it got an anniversary update just the other day. And that's convenient because I like this game, and we're doing a look at remasters right now. So I figured that was perfect. The anniversary update came out the same day that Diablo 2 Resurrected did. Of course, we streamed Titan Quest on that day. So that's why we're getting to this now. But for those who don't know, this is a third-person shooter. You play as a Space Marine in the 40k, and you kill things. And it's very violent. I mean, as violent as a stylized game from 2011 can get. But yeah, we're going to check it out and see what's different in the anniversary update. So, without any further ado, here we go. Alright, so, again, it's been about 10 years since I've played this, so we're going to go ahead and do a new campaign. We have our main character, Captain Titus, just chewing through some greenskins here in the menu. Last time I played through this, I played through the whole game on hard. We're going to do easy this time, just so we can really feel like a Space Marine. See what that is. Of course, we have the standard, in the grim darkness of the far future, there's only war. And I have to mess with the audio balance because I didn't have time to do that. Priority alarm. Xenos invasion. So this was supposed to be the first game in a trilogy. The game ends on a cliffhanger, and they never made the other two. Big shock there. Unfortunately, because THQ, the original THQ, vanished. They went under, and some other company bought the rights and the name, and they wear their skin now. And to their credit, they've brought back a lot of the old games and properties and things, including this one. So, thanks, new THQ, for being cool. Alright, so they're saying that we have to capture this planet, or recapture this planet, because it makes Titans, giant mechs, and we need those. And nothing else is going to do. We can't blast the planet, and a rescue fleet is too far out. So they're calling in the Ultramarines. These are the best of the Space Marines. Sega presents, that's interesting. I guess they got the rights to this? I don't think Relic even exists anymore as a dev studio. So of course, being 40k, there's going to be some just gritty sort of rule of cool sort of stuff, and just general sort of badassery, I suppose, for lack of a better term.
The orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. and they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
That's not good.
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
You can tell who the main characters are because you can see their faces instead of wearing helmets like they're supposed to.
We're losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer Jove returning to launch bay.
Alright, we've got jetpacks, of course. I don't know if it actually looks any different.
This is your plan.
I
We
mean,
need to get to the surface to take out the
I
gun.
suppose. I don't remember it looking bad, though, at the time.
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
That's the thing.
Is that wise, Captain?
In general, I think
Started to not support this action.
graphics have been fairly stagnant for about 10 years now. So stuff that looked good in the 360 and PS3 era still holds up pretty good. Any sort of remasters of games like this is basically just like, you know, getting rid of the DRM or putting it on new platforms or adding some resolution upscaling, maybe touching up the lighting and shadows. But for the most part, you know, again, games that looked good then still look pretty good. PS2 and before, like, that's when you're looking at complete remake territory. Why wouldn't you keep that jetpack? What's this? Greenskins. Alright. Oh man. Just rolling through things, huh? It's why to stun opponent. Hard to shoot. Whoa. You can kick in this? It's been so long I forgot. Game of the year. Let me adjust the... not that. Actually, that. Master mode? Just a little bit. It's not bad, but... Ah, now I have the ability to shoot, of course. I mean, I did the whole time. Just right before reload. I could have sworn this game had like a smart reload kind of thing. But again, it's been so long.
More humans to kill.
Tinnitus effects. My health is not low. Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Kill them all.
All right. I like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, cutscenes. Big orc war boss here.
Get off my ship, Space Marine! You're gonna die!
So for those who aren't aware of their 40k lore, orc or greenskin ships don't actually have engines. They run off sheer power of will. That is not a joke. The orcs have some sort of magic power that lets them do that. There's no other way to describe it. But yeah, orc technology and stuff doesn't make any sense. It works because they want it to. Which is cool. Again, 40k is goofy. It's just inherently goofy. I mean, it's like a terrible thing, you know. Like the universe of 40k is very grim and dark and brutalist and fascist even. Like it would be a terrible place to live. But the lore is just so bizarre and weird that it's hard not find it fun. Warhammer Fantasy is the same way. But, again, 40k it's the added benefit of space, so. So again, it has engines, but they don't, like, they're not real. I remember this game being very cutscene heavy, and relatively QTE heavy as well. So even though it looks fine, I mean, like, yeah, definitely the textures and stuff are a little outdated. But Titus himself looks pretty good. Oh, the title drop. We can end the stream right here. There we go. We did it. But yeah, no, some of the textures
Captain Titus,
look a little
come
rough.
in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up box chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought any would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Voices are very quiet. Let me turn that up. Let me turn these down, and that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Skybox looks decent. But anyway, yeah, some of the textures look fine, other ones not so much. But yeah, the biggest issue with games from this era, from the 360 and PS3 era, isn't the visuals so much. Again, easy to touch up and all that. It's more so the gameplay. This was the era of, like, quick time events and other just kind of terrible gameplay things. Where games desperately wanted to feel like movies without quite realizing, like, what that meant or how to do that. So there's lots of times where you just, like, put the controller down and it's going to do its thing. Pick up bolter. Oh, hell yeah. The .998 Godwin pattern bolter is the characteristic weapon Space Marines use. How did I add an extra word there? Normally I accidentally forget them. It's characteristic Space Marine battle rifle, firing self-propelled explosive tipped rounds. Okay.
This way, boys.
I'm gonna kill this first.
Boy, that sounds satisfying. Not as loud as I would like, though. Again, the bolter is as it says, it's explosive tipped rounds. This thing should sound like a Gatling gun, basically, and would just liquefy anything that it hits.
The humans all alone. Come against
I remember that was one of my complaints with this game when it came out, was playing it on hard, is you didn't feel like a Space Marine at all. Like, you'd be unloading like an entire clip into something and it wouldn't die.
Destroy them!
Here they come.
This way!
They got no way out of there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Give me some sort of tip if I totally missed who it was. I'm going to assume that cover's not a thing in this game. That was probably what the tip was. But cover shouldn't be a thing in this game. You're Space Marine. Cover is the power armor you're wearing. I love that the greenskins have like Cockney accents. That's good. Whereas the Space Marines are proper Space British. It goes without saying I'm playing this with the controller as well. Third-person shooters, just play them with the controller. you can play them with mouse and keyboard, but one that has so much emphasis on melee abilities like this one, it just feels better with the controller. And it has a little bit of auto aim in there, so it's fine. If this required actual precision, then yeah, mouse and keyboard for sure, but it doesn't.
Leandros, are you wounded?
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, Leandros.
So he's a devout follower of the Codex, which is what governs everything that the Space Marines are supposed to do. I should say that guy is Titus is not. Fortuna. You? Yeah. You can also tell this is a this era game because it's very brown.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
During sprint, press X to charge. Oh, brutal. I love it.
Kill everything in that bunker!
Go, go, go. Hell yeah. I destroyed my sandbags. Oh well. Sure, it's fine.
My lord, you have saved us.
I'm just
Rise,
covered in
Lord.
blood.
You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonas, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
I love how some of the cutscenes, the voices are just super quiet again all of a sudden. I guess we'll just turn this up all the way. I remember the voice acting in this game being pretty decent. Yeah, that's
Here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1 million orcs, and they fight on.
No. Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs.
I mean, yeah, guardsmen are supposed to fight. That's their whole thing. No matter what.
Those who fight with your name.
So guardsmen are like, they're just normal humans. Whereas Space Marines are, super soldiers, like genetically engineered.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Now that voice was super loud. What? Why was just that cutscene quiet?
Quotas must be met. Despite alien incursion, delinquency is an affront.
Fight now!
Another cutscene.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
Almost looks like some of the textures just haven't loaded in.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Chainsaw sword unlocked. The MKXI Hell's Teeth chainsword is the close combat weapon of choice among Space Marines, combining terrifying power and great speed. To strike wide as stun. It's the same thing as ever. Combat controls. Oh. Okay, so you have different weapons. I have combat knife, chainsword, power axe, and thunder hammer. We don't need to use anything other than this. These are cool. This is coolest. It makes that satisfying noise too. Did I actually chop him in half? Yeah, I did. Yeah, the texture and model for that look pretty bad, but, you know. I will say the game has not dropped below 144 FPS. I wasn't sure how the optimization would be on this. Seems fine. And I will also give them tons of credit because the anniversary update is totally free. You own Space Marine, you just own the anniversary version now. I have no idea what it costs normally. Again, I purchased this game 10 years ago. I assume it was on sale as part of THQ's sale from last week. Which is again when this game came out at the very end of it. So, what's the point of this? There must have been like lore fragments or something else here at some point. From when I played through it the first time. So I have a squad, they're just sort of with me, I can't control them or anything.
Squid.
Twigs are those little two-legged things, the smaller greenskins, the goblins, basically. Sometimes ride in fantasy. I don't know if it's in 40k as well. The squigs can eat the goblins, and then they turn into like some sort of like terrifying combination creature. Again, 40k lore and logic is just, it's weird. Let's go help the guardsman here. Again, we're playing on easy, partly because I wanted to be able to do things like this. I want to feel like a Space Marine. Game makes you feel like Spider-Man.
It's a fight now.
Boy, that is brutal as hell. Grenades or something. I'm using those. Come on. The issue here is the ones that aren't coming down, so I can't stab them.
Dropship incoming!
Shoot a couple of them. grenades. How do I use grenades? I didn't even see that. Oh. Left bumper? Is that it? Look how casual that throw is. It just sort of whips it out there. Pick up grenades. Want to drop some kind of mini boss or something? Let's go. Oh, I got my wish. Okay then.
Fight your bones! Time for you to die!
Oh, that was it, huh?
Space Marines, thank you. I thought.
Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
So a lot of the 40k games use
Word from the
the
Second
Blood
Reich.
Angels,
Another horde
which
of
are like the
greenskins
red
ahead of them from
armored
the south.
Space Marines.
Damn Gretchen, step
But yeah, the Ultramarines are the ones that are used in most other lore things, and they're always blue. So you know they're the good guys. Apparently subtitles don't matter in this
Reinforce
game. I
their
have them on,
position.
but you'd never
Hold the line. And stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
know. Another cutscene.
Thank the Emperor.
The sound mixing in this is just all over the place.
Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
I think we were anywhere near Cadia.
Command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Probably for the best.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10.
Seems like kind of a waste of men.
That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then.
I like that his
I should
face is
warn
like a
you, my
million
lords.
times better quality
We've got
than
a
anything
slight
else on
orc
him.
problem down here.
I guess all of them, but like his face got HD, but nothing else did.
Genetic scan complete.
Purity seal.
Adeptus Astartes.
Fury.
Access authorized.
Regain Fury anytime you damage an enemy. As the meter is full, press LNR and enter Fury mode. Attacks are enhanced and you regain health. Cool. Okay.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. But that was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
So we sprint everywhere and then charge into things.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest.
Get out of the way, guardsmen. Thank God there's no stamina gauge in this game. I guess it's because it doesn't let you play long enough to actually get to use it. It's so satisfying to play. It was then and it still is now. We do the Fury thing. How do I? Okay. Like many games of this era, your squad mates are here. They can't actually do anything though. You have to secure every kill yourself. They might occasionally draw fire. That's about the extent of it though.
We need those damn medipacks!
Go here? Yeah. This stuff. I'm not worried about missing secrets or anything in this game. There just aren't any. This game was super linear, from what I remember. A to perform combat roll. I have to wonder if they had done like a full remake of this game, just how brutally violent would it be? Like it already is, but again with 2011 era sort of cartoony, stylized graphics. I totally would have done that. You can take damage while you're doing that, that's not good. Ooh, bite the curve. Retreat for a second here. No! That guy's going to town there, huh? I don't think he actually killed that though. It looked impressive, but he didn't actually do anything.
The orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery?
The orcs took it almost as soon as we got it. Nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Okay. That one's running. It's gonna do you any good. Faster.
Weapons authorization confirmed.
Stalker
Access
bolter.
granted.
What's this one? Modified bolter equipped with targeter and high accuracy shells, able to fell enemies from great distance. Yeah, so it's just a sniper rifle. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Zoom in on the cutscene.
That's where the orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
In reality, you would never be that casual with a space marine.
Turned away from medical.
We're heading back to the
Be court-martialed immediately.
Good luck.
30, 34. Injured workers should seek treatment in Sector 46.
What? Like, switch what weapon I had. I had the stalker one in the cutscene, and then it was like, nope, never mind. Poke your head out. Poke your head out. I know you're up there.
Killed them! Greenskins.
Orcs on the high ground.
There's like some auto aim, but not as much as I would like for playing with the controller. Game feels like kind of floaty. It's a little weird. What? Oh, come on. Poke your head out again. Useless squad mates. Can't destroy benches. 2 out of 10. Game of the decade. Lots of checkpoints in this game, that's good. You feel like very heavy in the game, which is what you'd want, again. You're supposed to feel like Space Marine. Switch to the regular bolter. I think it's just not very good. At least on easy, because again, I'm just pretty much one-shotting everything anyways. He says he doesn't one-shot things. There's like no enemies, it's weird. What are they building up to here?
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
I don't know what any of that is, but okay. We will do that. I almost feel like something might be bugged. There's like no enemies. It's weird. There's a couple of them. There we go. It's a little bit better. Rip and tear. The health is not low. It's not even close. Thanks for helping, guys. That was really chilly. Just sort of watched me do all that. Whatever. Didn't need him.
Look at these cables.
They must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
Doesn't make any sense. The orcs shouldn't have to use electricity.
Assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Jump pack. Alright, I like where this is going. Hold A to fire the jump pack. While in flight, tap X to blast the ground, killing or stunning most enemy targets. Range weapon are limited to the bolt pistol and bolter.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
There's no orcs up here, so it's kind of pointless. There's some. If they said they're going to take care of it, then that means I don't have to do anything down there, right? Extra ground pound. Now I'm talking. Also, it didn't kill any of them. Just stunned them. Wow, that did a ton of damage to me. You guys good down there? I don't think you're good down there. Whatever. Told me to keep going. Maybe. He's just completely emotionless while this is happening, which is, I guess, like what you would want out of your Space Marines. But it's kind of silly. Not even a smile. Get it? Oh, my squad did kill some of them. Good on you, boys.
Space Marines!
Yeah, nope.
Time to die, humans!
I feel like if there's ever going to be secrets in this game, it would be like in this level. There's like stuff you can jump to. Chainsword is just so satisfying. Stuck on that pipe there.
This way out, boys!
Oop, did not mean to hit that while I was next to it. Every game should have a chainsword in it. I don't care what genre it is, what your objective is, you should just have one. Even if you don't even have to use it, just you should have it. Its inclusion just enhances things. Still doing what you do over there?
Here is the rock at last.
What are you talking about?
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
I could still
That rock
carry it.
delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
I don't know what that is. I mean, this tunnel? This hole? Is that... I can hear goblins, I don't see them though. I like when you can tell that it's just masking a loading screen. What game did I play that was really bad about that lately? Code Vein. There's these like ridiculously long hallways between every major zone in Code Vein, and they like meander like crazy, and it's just super obvious that it's just hiding loading screens, and it sucks. That game was great, but it had a bunch of like weird little things like that.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
What weapon do we have here?
Space Marine Record.
Vengeance Launcher.
Access to experimental vengeance launcher granted.
Sure, why not?
Vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Why are these things just here? Experimental Gaia Pattern Vengeance Launcher, specialized launcher for magnetized fusion charges. Tell we're in the future because the doors are made of skulls.
Medicaid facility should expect significant delays regarding removal of deceased persons.
Come to bed! Space Marines!
Authorization at Southeast Ultra.
Why use that when the
Access
bolter
granted.
exists?
An armory.
Is this something I can interact with?
Lockdown in effect.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Good on you, Leandros.
Releasing safeguard. Remember that we honor the machine law
Oh boy.
Kill us
Oh man. Ruby. You were for sure dead. I might die here. Now we're gonna have a little touch and go there for a couple seconds. I just punched that guy to death, I think. And he got up afterwards? He was for sure dead. You all saw it. Go this way.
Space Marines to kill! Kill you for that! More you best! Shoot me again!
Shell storage is below.
Why do we have to go down there? Why can't we just go to where we saw the giant shells being loaded? And just toss that thing on one of them.
Access restricted to upper decks.
We don't need to go there. That doesn't matter to me. Here the squigs. Looks like they're just kind of suicide units in this. Why are you shooting the things over there? Where's it at? I can hear it.
Shoot those Omens! Cut him to bits! Again! Shoot me!
I like that they're talking trash as I'm chain gunning them, or chainsawing them to death. Ooh. Some big ones here. Might even just be called biggins, I think. I'm not joking. That's actually what these things are called.
Here, Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
Gonna do it? Good work.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
I thought I was gonna have to like hold down the button or spam pushing it.
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Again, why didn't we just... In a room earlier was the upper half of this chain. We could have just tossed the Melta thing on one of those, secure in the knowledge that it was well on its way. Whatever. video game logic. I remember this game being very short, and it still felt like it was padded at times.
Kill this place! You're ready to die!
Ooh, a real quick time event. Wow. I killed him so hard, his body just completely disintegrated before he even died. Come on. Should have probably got that ammo before we go up.
Keep clear. This is not a drill.
We'll be playing some more shooters next week, and maybe later this week. Yeah, I'd have to look at the schedule again. Well, the internal schedule. We don't post it anymore. We haven't done a schedule for a while. An external one, just because it was getting harder to keep up with it. What was the point of it? Is it? What? Whatever. But yeah. We still have an internal schedule for what I'm going to be streaming, and what content we're working on outside of that. But yeah, the due dates were getting a little harder to keep up with, just based on some real life things. And of course, it's nice to have some freedom for things like this. But yeah, this came out of nowhere, so to get to play it is cool. Same thing last week, where it was like, I forgot that it was the anniversary of Dark Souls, and so the other remaster we were going to play that day got pushed back. So it's nice to again just have the freedom to not be beholden to that. I certainly appreciate streamers that stick to the schedule. We did it for a while, and I get that. But at the same time, just having the freedom is nice. I think if nothing else, it's just good to have sort of the theme and like a general timeline of when you want to stream, like so people know, like, all right, I'm going to tune in at this time. And of course, the big benefit of streaming on YouTube is that it automatically backs up everything. We can choose to make things, unarchived if we want to, but we don't care. Unless it's copyright strikes, then we do. That's another whole issue. Speaking of YouTube, they recently revised their guidelines. So I've talked about the monetization with YouTube before, and obviously our channel is too small for monetization. This is just something we do for fun since we can't go on tour anymore. But we still are beholden to the monetization guidelines, even if we're not seeking it, just because it's sort of a good idea to get in the practice of that, and it helps determine what can be on your channel and all that. You already see marksman mode. I don't know what that is. It'll tell me. Imperium mode allows you to now enter marksman mode. Time slows down. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, it's good to follow what the monetization guidelines are, even if you aren't going to use it.
Space Marines!
Just so you don't have to worry about, the channel getting shadow banned or something like we were for Doki Doki Literature Club. It helps with discoverability, and it's just a good idea.
The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Shell loading.
Is it this one? Yeah. But anyway, my tangent there and what I was talking about that is they revised the guidelines. It used to be you weren't supposed to swear within like the first 3 minutes of a video, where it would be auto-flagged, and there was some other stuff.
Incoming.
But I mean that's easy enough to avoid for the most part. I'm just rambling for the first 3 minutes. But it means that they have auto-flag tools that can flag, you know, foul language and other things automatically. They revised it, and now they allow swearing in the first 30 seconds even. Probably just because they want to be able to monetize YouTube Shorts, which is like their answer to TikTok. And even though I don't usually swear when I stream, just personal preference, I do if the game I'm playing is,
Success is measured in blood. Yours.
Wow. I do if the game I'm playing has lots of swearing and is violent and all that. In general, I think that my commentary and content should match the game that I'm playing, if that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't need that. But yeah, they're relaxing the guidelines on that, which even though it doesn't affect us usually, again, just because I don't swear, I think it's a good thing because it means that the auto-mod and auto-flag system might be a little bit more lenient. So again, we might be able to stream Doki Doki and not get shadow banned because of it.
Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Reset for firing sequence.
I feel like all three of us could push it and it would just go really fast then. For a second I thought I broke it because I killed that guy.
Incoming fire.
Firing now.
But yeah, YouTube has been making a push towards the platform as a streaming platform lately. Obviously, they paid a bunch of money last year to get Dr. Disrespect on the platform. And recently, Tim the Tatman, another popular streamer, signed a big contract for streaming exclusivity on YouTube. Which, again, it doesn't impact us, but it means that they have more commitment to YouTube as a streaming platform.
Gun firing.
Got to see the full animation that time. Good, even flip through a wall.
Hold the line.
Stand clear.
How many are there? But yeah, anyway, YouTube just putting more money into the streaming part of YouTube is a good thing. And even if it's just because they want to prop up shorts to compete with TikTok, it still means potentially good things. You know, more features, more potential viewership for everybody, better moderation tools.
We'd be better off seeing this fortress detonate than else.
Firing.
Agreed.
Now.
Find an exit.
Twitch is nice because everything integrates with it. It has lots of, you know, extra added things if you're into that YouTube doesn't currently have. But I think as far as the back end goes, Twitch doesn't have as good of options as far as bitrate. Obviously, the VOD service isn't nearly as good.
Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andris habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational warlord-class titans before the orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
Yay. But yeah, like Twitch is good, and it's the standard for a reason. Again, it has a bunch of neat things you can do with it if you want to. But as someone, as the band is just interested in, you know, sort of saving record of things better than what Twitch offers, YouTube is the good alternative. So to have them get more features is ideal. We streamed on Twitch for a little bit, just to kind of check it out, and yeah, it's fine. In an odd twist, all of the extra potential features that Twitch has makes it messier and more convoluted. Like YouTube streaming is just pretty much one button. I mean, of course, you have to set up your description and thumbnail and all that. But I think that's cool because it does it like a video then, so you have some
is a testament to the
control over everything.
The Adeptus Mechanicus are masterful architects.
Their work outlived all of them.
But yeah, I'm just rambling about streaming services because, again, this game's good, and this remaster's good, like I've said. Train.
Did the lieutenant not say these tracks went to the complex housing the Titans?
That thing is a battering ram.
But yeah, there's just not a lot to talk about with this game. Again, this is a solid remaster of a solid game. Which obviously I think all the remasters we've played so far have been good. Both in terms of being remasters and being good games initially. We're getting achievements for this years later. What? Why did you guys not do anything there?
Space Marines to kill!
But yeah, if you're gonna play this game, I would recommend playing it on easy, as I am right now. Just because it's one of those kind of frustrating games where just on harder difficulties, everything just becomes bullet spongy, and the game's mechanics aren't good enough, or they don't support the style of play that is necessary if this game is bullet spongy. It's okay on normal, and I have to think a little bit more about things. But on easy, you can just enjoy it as the mindless fun that it's supposed to be. When a game gets hard and it's just bullet spongy, and then you have to like think tactical about it, the gameplay needs to support you being tactical, and this just doesn't. This is just mindless, which is the point. You can hear it. Alrighty. I vaguely remember there being like a vehicle section in this game, and it's not when we're on the train, it's like afterwards. I think we get to control one of the Titans. That could be cool. Let's do that. We'll just run at this point. Jump on the train.
Now to stop this ram. Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough.
Can we do it? Oh, that's just a little dropship.
Stop the Space Marines!
What?
Space Marines!
Oh crap. Wow, that's... He turned that around on me. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I like that they just watched all that happen. Thanks, guys.
Space Marines!
Yeah, he did a killing animation there, but didn't actually kill it. So again, wonderful AI companions from circa 2011.
Sidon, it's time to impact.
Less than 4 minutes.
We need to deal with that dropship. Boltify won't penetrate its armor.
These trains have point defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead.
Forward then.
I didn't want to do that.
Cover me while I get to that weapon.
Kill the Space Marines!
Die. That's a plasma weapon there. Cover me. So they're gonna keep doing the nothing that they're doing.
Come and get me, Space Marine! Time to die, humans! Space Marines! Crush the Space Marines!
Yep. You guys are supposed to be taking care of that, so I can focus on this. She's clearly not. Right? Okay. What am I supposed to do here? I can't kill things and heal.
Cleanse and purge.
He's out of range completely. Okay. Ooh, wait, hold up. Yeah, I missed that prompt. Okay. You guys are useless. I like that it's obvious that this is like a timed thing. Again, in terms of look and feel, it's fine, but just the issues that stems from this being a game of this era. It's aged poorly on that front. Yeah. Objective complete. You lasted 3 minutes or whatever. Pardon if you heard me drinking. It's too lazy to mute. Drinking iced tea tonight. Part 2, The Inquisitor.
The Manufactorum still holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long.
We
must
made
hurry.
it. That it just gives me a random weapon every time. We might stop there though. I think this is kind of a natural stopping point. Trying to remember what else is in this game though. But yeah, there's like this whole big chapter in here, and it's like all very samey. And then you go up in a big tower, and then you know, as I joke in the description, spoilers for a 10-year-old game. Turns out Chaos was behind the entire invasion. And then you fight Chaos Space Marines. And the fun and fluid nature of the game kind of stops at that point, because they're like, all of them are very bullet spongy. And so like the last sort of third of this game, or maybe it's, yeah, I guess the last fourth of this game just sort of drags, which is unfortunate. But, and again, the story ends on a cliffhanger and they never finished it. I think the writer, like, posted his notes for what he wanted the next 2 games to be, but again, just never happened. But who knows? If this sells, maybe we'll get an actual remake, or they'll finish the trilogy. That would be kind of nice. Just in general, it would be nice to get better 40k games. Most of the best ones are like strategy games, which makes sense. But I think there is definitely space in the genre, or in the medium for, again, just a shooter or an RPG that sort of explores 40k. And is just, again, sort of over the top and goofy as the setting is. So, but yeah, enough of my rambling about this and other things. This is yet another solid remaster that we've checked out in our ongoing series of remasters. We'll be checking out some more later this week and next week. And of course, next week is October, so we'll be starting out with some Halloween games, or some spooky games, including some spooky remasters, so who knows what that could be. But anyway, as always, whether you're here live or you watch this VOD, do hope you enjoy it and we appreciate your viewership. And again, sorry for the rambling and all sorts of odd topics today. But yeah, good game, good remaster. Worth checking out if you like the source material. If you just want like a third-person shooter, you can definitely do better. But again, if you want a 40k themed shooter, this is the best one. Not that there's too many, but this is definitely the best one. We don't talk about Eternal Crusade. But yeah, anyway, as always, until next time, have a good one.